For a number of physical and practical reasons, data on heroin use have been of poor quality, which has hampered the ability to halt a growing epidemic. Internet search data, such as those made available by Google Trends, have been used as a low-cost real-time data source for monitoring and predicting a variety of public health outcomes. A research group into determining whether data on opioid-related internet searches might predict future heroin-related admissions to emergency departments. They obtained data on Google searches for prescription and non-prescription opioids. A linear mixed model assessed the relationship between opioid-related internet searches and following year heroin-related visits. The best-fitting model explained 72% of the variance in heroin-related ED visits. The final model included several search keywords, and they found regional differences in where and how people search for opioid-related information. Internet search-based modeling can be a new source of insights for predicting heroin-related admissions. In geographic regions where no current heroin-related data exists, Internet search modeling might be a particularly valuable and inexpensive tool for estimating changing heroin use trends.
As technology has advanced, our society's mathematical abilities and capabilities have also increased, as well as our ability to implement them into machines. We see algorithms used in a lot of places, such as social media. It dictates what ads we see, what posts from what friends we see. YouTube has algorithms to recommend us videos. But in terms of health informatics, we see algorithms being implemented into machines where it might recommend the dosage we have to take, or maybe from a chart we can figure out what someone has problems with certain parts of their bodies. Although we do have to remember that these algorithms, just like any other softwares or machines, can fail. And even though it's unlikely if that does happen, and doctors, just trust the algorithm, one, if all they do is listen to algorithms, then we don't need doctors in the first place. And second of all, then they would just end up making the wrong decision and hurting the patient ultimately. So what we have to remember is that while health informatics is great, we also have to take it with a grain of salt.
Hi everyone, I'm Yang Min. Today I'd like to talk about predictive analytics. Predictive analytics is the process of learning from historical data in order to make predictions that facilitate personalized healthcare. Big data analytics offers some potential benefits such as improving operational efficiency of business process by scrutinizing patient data sets and helping business to monitor and analyze staff performance in real time. Improving accuracy of diagnosis and treatment through personalized medicine and drug therapy. However, big data analytics also poses some significant challenges, such as dirty data. When bringing together display data sources that may require elements in slightly different formats. In the wake of high-profile breaches, hackings, and ransomware, healthcare data is subject to many types of cyber attacks.
Hi guys, Eddie here. I wanted to talk about how the use of social media can be problematic when applied to PA systems. A report by Pew Research Center showed that 80% of the tweets on Twitter were coming from 10% of its active members. So not only would we miss the people who aren't on Twitter, but we would get our information from 10% of the population on Twitter. I also feel as though if people find out that they are being monitored, even if for public safety, they will tend to share less of their health risks. And from my experience, most of the people that I follow or most of the people that I know tend to post only the good side of their life. So information would be lost there too. Again, this is only the problematic side of using social media. I definitely feel like there's benefits to it, but I don't feel like it's an overall solution to all our health outcomes.
So the second article brings up the question, will predictive analytics provide additional data for discussion, or will it be used as a definitive clinical answer that is provided to the patient? There is a risk to using predictive analytics in healthcare in that there could be a shift in power dynamic or the relationship between the patient and healthcare provider. For example, patients may go straight to the algorithms to find their own answers rather than consulting a physician. From a healthcare professional's perspective, there could be a loss of decision-making power. Personally, I think that predictive analytics should be used as a tool together with the judgment of a physician to make better decisions.